Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to another video. This is Fisherman Vlog number 54, and I would like to introduce you to Ripley. This is my fish room mascot, and she is a lovely little fish, and a few days ago I put up a poll and asking you guys for your help at naming her, and Ripley came in at the overwhelming favorite at, I think, about 43%. Next in line was Sunny. I think that was somewhere around 24, 27, I don't quite remember. So thank you very much for that. I do really appreciate everyone taking the time and giving me their opinions on this. I'm terrible at naming things, and I actually don't name any of my fish because, well, I have so many of them and so many that I take care of for other people. It's just something I just never got involved in. It's just, like I said, even this tank alone here is a few hundred fish, and it's just not something that I would ever have time for. Now, there's actually going to be another poll coming up shortly. I'll fill you in on a little bit of the details of that in this video closer to the end. I do want to have your input on a possible direction for some of this work I want to do in the channel, and this is a perfect way of doing it. I really like putting up polls and seeing how you guys think of these things. So this is the 7-foot tank, and it needs to have a fair amount of work done on it. I did put that bog filter on hold, mostly because the Java Moss bog filter, even though it works really well and it's very good at keeping the tank clean, Java Moss is just too good at doing what it does. It outcompetes everything else I put in here. And I want something that is also a bit more aesthetically pleasing, so I'm going to have to work on this a little bit. Now, the reason why this filter is in here is I am going considerably forward in how I'm doing all the filters versus ammonia tests, and that's in there because it had been done and I needed room for somewhere to put it. So these guys, as I said last week, are going to be moving, and today is actually moving day, so I'm going to be pulling out the larger fish that you see there, the goldfish. They're going to go in with the larger batch of these rainbow fry, the ones from before, and then all the little ones are going to go into their own aquarium because I need to get them in an aquarium. I mean, I don't mind maintaining, well, pretty much these are zero input tanks, so they don't have filters or anything like that. But when they get to a certain size, I prefer to give them a lot more stability, and a tank like this is much better at that. Now, you notice there's a fair amount of algae in this tank, and I had let it go for quite some time while the fish were really young because I was introducing a lot of infusoria, a lot of live food, and I didn't want to put anything in there to interfere with that. But what I've done now is, as you can see, there seems to be like almost a U shape near the bottom there. I've introduced a lot of my usual cleaning fish, cleaning organisms. There are cherry shrimp and scuds in here now, and you can see they're starting to chew on all that, and they'll get rid of them quite soon. I just wanted to show you how these guys looked, and then we're going to switch over to the tank to the right here, and I'm going to show you the ones that are probably about a week and a half younger. So you can see how much they've grown in a week and a half between this tank and the other tank. And as you can see, they got really good bellies. I'm very happy with them. I actually have to think about at some point in time when I'm going to stop raising them because I don't need hundreds of these. I mean, they're a lovely fish. Bosmani rainbows are a lovely fish, but there are only so many that I need. And, well, we'll have to see how that goes. So there you go. You can see, just put the goldfish in here, and you can see they're considerably bigger than these older Bosmani rainbows, but they'll be fine in here. So they'll go around and they can clean up the stuff, and you're going to see the shrimp and everything else is in here as well. Now, one of the things I wanted to do with that tub, because it was doing so well without any maintenance, without any filtration, and then other stuff, it obviously was getting maintenance, I decided I'm going to put in the male betta I have, and he's going to sit in there for now. Here he is. I have a cover on it, obviously, because I don't want him to jump. And I'm going to feed him a bunch of live food. You can see the next clip coming up is going to have him eating some scuds, and he loves scuds. So I'm fattening up both females at the same time, and I'm going to give him a day or two in here by himself, and then I'm going to introduce a female, probably inside a cylinder of some kind to protect her while he realizes that he needs a bubble nest. That's why the hornwort's there. And we'll see if he actually will go through that process. So that'll be in Well, hopefully next Sunday's vlog, but we'll see. So there you go. He loves those things, and that should give him lots of energy and nutrition. So like I said, we'll see how that goes. And this is the main tank. I get a lot of my scuds out. For some reason, I had a bit of pothos in here, and they all decided to congregate at the top. It was unusual behavior, so I tend to record anything I see out of the ordinary, and they were just all up here. Most likely because I feed flake food and pelleted food in this tank, so there's probably just a little bit of it gathering around the leaves, and they were just all in there. So anyways, it's one of those things that I record periodically just because. So, one of the things, actually, before I get to the changes, this is the land moss that I had removed all the soil from. And it's actually doing quite well. It hasn't really changed anything. I can see it's growing a little bit. I am getting to the point now where I'm not going to have soil in the plant pots and whatnot that are above the aquarium. This is going to be part of the poll that's going to be coming up. What I'm going to do here is I've really reduced the amount of soil in each of these planter pots to the point now where actually the plants aren't doing as well as I would like them to. So just trying to strike a balance is what it's come down to. So I'm going to go back to my method of doing this before, which was to have a bit of circulation through a planter pot from a filtration system. In this particular case, I'm in the process of building a little in-tank. An in-tank hob really is, for all intents and purposes, it's going to look like that, and it's going to have a bit of air bubbling through it, and it's going to have water percolate up into the gravel, and then there's going to be a path for it to go through, and then it's going to come back into the tank. I want to go more aquaponics than soil and hydroponics, as I don't like having to clean out all those aquariums all the time because the plants were growing way too well. And without the soil, the terrestrial plants don't do well, even though the aquariums are actually doing much better now. So I'm going to try and find a compromise in there somewhere. So I'm going to go back to what I used to do and worked. This experiment was solely to see if the plants would do better in the aquariums because of the soil, and unfortunately they just do too well. So that's sometimes a problem. So anyway, now as far as the poll goes, I have this I want to work on. The large indoor pond I want to work on, and there's also a couple of other things I want to work on. So I'm going to set up a poll, and I'll probably get to them all at some point in time in the future anyway, but I want to make sure that I do well. I want to do things that you guys are more interested in, so you guys can pick of all the projects I'm going to put up. There'll probably be about 4 of them because I have so much on the go. That way you guys can choose which ones that you like, and we'll start at the top and work my way down. And as more projects come up, I'll probably just, like, if I haven't gotten to them all yet, I'll just add them all into a poll again, and we'll see how it goes. I really do like input, so that is that's the way I think we're going to head. So let me know what you think about that. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and leave comments below, and I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.